Round 2. We won the die roll, get to play first. Yeah, we're going to keep this. I think Invoker into Negator is a good enough turn progression. Plus we have perfect mana, so seems pretty good. Opponent mulligans, keeps at 6. Slam keeps at 6. Not even a question. Alright, well, Invoker into Negator into Avenger is not the worst turn progression I've ever seen. No 2-drop from our opponent. Boulder Salvo, good draw. Let's go Invoker here. Blue-white Flyer. We're going to attack with the Invoker before I play the Negator. I want to see if he's got removal. Much rather my Flyers live. Alright. Negator. Incubator Drone. Alright. It's just fine. So get in with the Negator, play the Avenger. Unless something better comes. Nope. I like that plan. And next turn we can still go Vestige plus Boulder Salvo, which is pretty nice. And getting there on that Valakut Invoker. Working our way. He's blue-white, so gotta suspect Flyers. But we have the Boulder Salvo, so not huge deal. Sheer drop there, okay. Three mana still up. So, I mean, I could kill the Incubator Drone. I just feel like the Salvo is going to be better served. Oh, that's okay. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I still don't think we want to use Boulder Salvo. Just to get in a couple points of damage and get a stupid Incubator Drone off the table. Doesn't seem worth it to me. Let's swing with the Invoker anyway. I want to see if he blocks. I think he will, but there's a chance he doesn't. Okay. So, yeah, I think saving the salvos for the best here. We want to kill something more important than an Incubator Drone. Especially given that we can get by it with Vestige. Gideon. Well, there's something we want to kill. Alright. Well, we want to take care of Gideon, so guess we're going to go for it here. Guess I could have... Yeah. Okay. So I guess what I should have done... Oh no, I can get Searing Lighted too. I didn't think about that. So I should have played the land and I could have used... Thankfully we didn't. But that wasn't correct. I should have... I guess I should have saved Boulder Salvo. I mean, I do have Invoker online. He could still get Sheer Drop too. I don't think I properly did that. At least he did have to bust that, but... I guess if you're not blocking, you might as well attack, right? One card left in our opponent's hand. So even if we get a bounce effect, we can return our Draw Isle Avenger. All right. Pretty excellent top deck for our opponent. Or maybe it was his last card, but I think it was a top deck. Because he didn't play anything last turn. We do have an exiled card too, and Containment Membrane doesn't do anything here, so guess we have to go in full-fledged chill out mode. So he gets, yeah, pretty good. Considering our opponent mulliganed, he's outdrawing us. I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spells to our opponents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spells. So, seen 3 more spells than we have? I think 3 more spells than we have. Which is not great news. But we found a Containment Membrane target. I can't really say we're running 18 lands and 2 Hedron Crawlers, so straight up 20 cards in our deck are just straight up removal. So at least we have the Containment Membrane. That's good news. We can also play everything in our deck, which is also good news. Bad news is we're not in a good board position. Opponent is just absolutely outdrawing us in every way, shape, or form. Yeah. Getting hardcore flooded and opponents ripping spells. Not a good spot to be in. I mean, I guess I don't mind that he's playing so many rampers. Sky Spawner's a good draw. Kind of want Sweep Away so I can replay Draw Isle Avenger. There we go. That was a money draw. Still can't get him with our 4/4, but not a big deal. All right, can't protect it. Let's go Free Runner, and then next turn I guess we can Stone Fury the Oracle of Dust and get in. It's pretty nice. Well, let's see how my opponent blocks first. For example, I can swing with... I think he's going to double block the 4/4. Let me just see pre-combat if this resolves, because if my opponent... Like, it just seems like a... I think we just kill this and smash in. He doesn't have fantastic blocks here. He has pretty good ones, though. All right. Certainly acceptable. So we can smash with the Eldrazi now. All right. If only Hedron Crawler had a power, huh? All right. Opponent's getting there. Close one. Opponent had a mulligan there too, so pretty interesting looking blue-white deck considering we saw no flyers. Is that right? Saw 0 flyers, which is pretty rare in a blue-white deck. So it's like he's got to be ramping towards big stuff, right? Because he's got like Incubator. Well, he has Cultivator and Warden of Geometries, but what's the top end? He has good reactive removal, like Gideon's Reproach, Spatial Contortion. He's got the Sheer Drop and Scour. Gideon's just good. He's got a lot of removal. Creatures seem a bit underwhelming. He's got to have flyers in there somewhere, but we saw more than half of his deck. So Dispel stops Grip, Scour, Gideon's Reproach, Sweep Away. Yeah, Dispel's straight up in. What does Spark Mage's Gambit do? Does it kill anything? No, he's got all the 2/3s. So I don't like that. Everything else seems pretty good. I'm trying to think what I cut for this Dispel. I'm kind of tempted to cut a Crawler, but only because they didn't look great that game, but they're still very good. We might cut a Crawler. Could cut a Free Runner. Although Free Runner was dealing some damage for us there, wasn't it? I mean, Free Runner's okay. Kind of don't want to cut a creature for a spell, but could cut Sweep Away, I guess. Dispel for Sweep Away. Sweep Away protects me from Containment Membrane, which I kind of like. He's got all the 2/3s, which makes the hemorrhages worse. But it's tough to cut Hemorrhage. We didn't... Did we see anything that Hemorrhage kills? I guess we didn't see much, did we? Did we see much? Now I can't remember. We saw like all 2/3s. And a 3/5. Sweep Away could be versatile. I think we're going to cut the Sweep Away anyway for the Dispel. I want to keep all my creatures. We're just creature light enough where I don't want to run into situations where I don't have enough creatures. We're going to keep this hand. I can see the argument not to, but on the draw, we have 9 blue sources. We have a Hedron Crawler to get to our Boulder Salvo faster. I think it's worth it. Invoker's a very good draw. It's something we can play. So as of now, we at least get to go Hedron Crawler into Invoker, which is pretty good. Two-drop is Blinding Drone. That one's pretty good. We didn't see Colorless Mana out of him that whole game besides the... that was a good draw. Besides the... what's his face? The Incubator Drone and like token cards, right? Did he ever have Colorless Mana outside of tokens? Oh, no, he did. Warden of Geometries. And something else that escapes me. But we've got removal for days. We also have Containment Membrane. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. That's, I think, worth our time. I mean, we still have the Boulder Salvo, so I don't see why not. Plus, next turn we can go Infiltrator, Boulder Salvo, which is also pretty good. And Hedron Crawler is exceptional with the Valakut Invoker, so yeah, this seems correct. Okay. Don't really want to use a Boulder Salvo on that, to be perfectly frank. That's a great draw. Wow. All right. Let's go Negate or pass. Could be Gideon, but Gideon's something we can kill. Isolation Zone. All right. I imagine the Negator. All right. We don't have outs in our colors for enchantments, as it turns out. All right. I guess I can take out the Warden of Geometry, although there's another reason not to. I think we are, though. It's his one source of colorless mana. I want to get in with Invoker now. Plus, I can dish some pretty good damage out with Nettle Drone. I guess he can sheer drop us now, but that's all right. Well, I feel like if he had it, he would have played it. Oh, Dispel's a great draw. Wow. All right. Let's ping. We're just going to counter it. Seems worth it. Wait. I screwed that up. Well, he would have gotten a draw card. It still feels like I screwed that up. Like, the reason I screwed it up is now my Nettle Drone's going to be tapped. That's interesting. All right. So I set myself up poorly here. What I should have done, I did this before too, and we know our opponent deck has sheer drop, so he didn't have it last turn. I think if he did, he would have played it, but we definitely get punished if he draws the sheer drop here. Well, at least he can't use it. Wait, what? Oh, stupid Isolation Zone. Well, that worked perfect for my opponent. That worked perfect for him. All right. Opponent got the perfect one on that. The painful perfect. Bad draw, but guess we're working towards that Valakut Invoker. So it's going to be a tight race. So let's say I ping my opponent. Does he have the Reproach? Is that what I am to assume? I can't afford to take 6 here, I don't think. Well, guess I can. It just makes sense that he's got Reproach or something. Or Searing Light. I think I'm better off top decking a land. But then why didn't he attack with the Scions? I don't know. I'm going to take it. I just think it's too likely he's got something there. So I could Reality Hemorrhage my opponent. Take him to 8, untap, ping 7. And then if I can get Invoker online, it's probably still not good enough, is it? I think I'm going to hold up in case I get Surge. Well, that's pretty good. All right. Ooh. Money draw. That's really good. Yeah. We still can block with Mountain too because of Reproach. Never been so happy to see a Skyline Cascade in all my life. Sheer drop there. Yeah, that's pretty irrelevant. He also can't cast... You can cast Searing Light, but... I still can use Invoker with the extra Mountain I have in my hand, too. Oh, wait. What's he got now? Well, let's see what he attacks with, I guess. No attacks. All right. So I've got Invoker, and I have the Reality Hemorrhage. Well, so if I block Blight Herder 3, it's really not what I wanted to see. So if I use all my mana, including this Mountain, I end up screwed, don't I? He can swing in for 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is Xaxes lethal. By the same token, I can't do anything about the Blight Herder without losing my Mountain. All right. It's not good, as you might imagine. Not doing good. Really wanted to rip a spell there so badly. We double block here. All right, rip a spell, please. All right. Yep. All right. Guess we're going to game 3. It's just going to be spells for days and more lands for days. Land, land, spell, 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 spell. All right. They were about 4 more turns away, which is tough. Tough. All right. Spell shrivel for something. Probably not. Don't love it. Stops Blight Herder, I guess. Maybe Containment Membrane's not good enough. I don't love it in this match. Would I rather Spell Shrivel, though? I have no idea. He's got enough ramp where Spell Shrivel probably seems bad, but it also stops Isolation Zone, which could be useful. Does Reality Hemorrhage just not do anything in this match? Maybe I do need to take that out. Probably doesn't do anything. Maybe we swap a Hemorrhage for a Spell Shrivel. I mean, what does it do, really? It goes to his face and does nothing else. Let's swap those and see if that does something for us. On the play. Yeah, that's a keep. Opponent mulligans, which is helpful, but game 1 they mulliganed too, and came down to a top deck war. That was very close. All right. Infiltrator into Vestige is decent turn progression. I do want to do Infiltrator instead of Invoker, I think. Because I think there's a good chance he plays a blocker next turn. Or a Ramper. Or a Sky Climber. All right. Well, it's not bad, but don't have a bunch of use for it just yet. Incubator drone, all right. Why is this Sky Climber tapped? Oh, the holdout settlement. I was going to say. Didn't quite understand that. All right, well, Cascade's not terrible, actually. So we're not going to hold up the Invoker. Wow, getting rid of Reproach is nice. We're not going to hold up the Invoker because we can just hard cast our stuff now. Plus, we could just like rip a 2-drop and be happier too. This seems fine to me. Hopefully it's something I can kill. Fortunately, it is not. Well, Membrane's pretty useful. Unfortunately, can't do all the goods here, can I? Well, I guess we're going to cast the Avenger. So let's get in with Infiltrator. You can use Oracle of Dust with Isolation Zone too. Well, I guess that's a good card to get rid of. So I guess I can Boulder Salvo the Sky Climber if I have to. Wouldn't mind if he attacked with Oracle of Dust, I think. No attacks. So I guess I can Salvo plus Membrane, but we're just going to Salvo. Yeah, I don't love it. Don't really like it, as a matter of fact. Don't really want to trade my Avenger for that Sky Climber either. Well, I guess it's good I'm hitting spells. How did that get exiled? Spell Shrivel. Okay. Blinding Drone with full value. Coast Discovery is a great draw. Let's attack first, I guess. Well, I'm pretty happy I've hit 5 spells. And we just drew this, which seems good. Could Containment Membrane. I don't think that's all that useful. But we do have the Stone Fury now, which is nice. Alright. Still filtering, still looking. Dumping lands. But like I said, we hit 5 pretty good spells. We have Stone Fury for something spicy. He also can't do Blight Herder for full value, which is good. And we're a land away from Invoker, which is also very good. So he does have to deal with Invoker like right now. Alright. Gideon's pretty good. Alright, let's attack Gideon and then Invoker him. No. Oh, the Blinding Drone. Oh, wait. Well. Yeah, that's actually fine. So he can smash in on us, but then we can Stone Fury plus Containment Membrane. which I think is pretty good. Yeah. Containment membrane here is going to be good. Despite the fact he can use the Oracle of Dust ability, this is going to be ultimately good for us, I think. So yeah, that's actually really nice. See if he taps first, I guess. I mean, regardless, I'm going to have to... Just tapping there. All right. Let's attack with... Cascade. No, I guess not. So I'm Stone Furying the Oracle of Dust and then Containment Membrane the Blinding Drone? Why don't I just kill the Blinding Drone then and save my Stone Fury and Containment Membrane? Yeah. I think that makes more sense. We're just going to kill Blinding Drone now. I just don't see the need to... I feel like we can grind out with Invoker. He needs a hard answer to it. What did he get? What did he get? So I guess he can't give Sky Climber flying this turn. Well, that's going to be good enough then. Do I want to do Dark Dweller for no value? Probably. He also gets to use Oracle of Dust, which is worthy of noting. All right. So let's say I swing with everything. How does he block? Not exactly sure. Let's figure it out. I've got 6 minutes. All right. He probably blocks. What if I just Stone Fury Oracle of Dust? Then he blocks Dwar Isle Avenger. He can double block the Menace guy. I don't love that. It might still be worth it to attack with everything. Actually, I suppose the most sense would be just... He's got a card in hand too. What if we just swing with these two and then kill Sky Climber after attacks? Alright, I like that. Alright. Alright. My opponent's got to start hitting a land pocket here, I think. Right? Theoretically. I mean, it's got to, right? Maybe not. Oh no. Thought my computer froze for a second there. That's happened to me too many times. So if I attack with that dude and that dude, he can double block there. I trade this for a 2/3, nothing. It seems really bad. That was a good rip. Reproach. No. I still untap it. He didn't do it in response. All right. Did we win yet, for God's sake? Man, these match 2s and 8/4s are the most stressful thing ever. It doesn't matter if he doesn't untap. We basically just have to deal 4 damage to our opponent, which we can do. Well, accidentally revealed my hand, but my opponent could have bought himself one more turn if he'd Grip of the World. Actually, I guess that doesn't matter. No, it doesn't, because I would have untapped, he would have cast Grip, I would have used it in response. So just gripping on Nettle Drone in general is just not that good. Glad we could take this, get to the finals. Our opponent still did just fine. He got himself a Gideon. Like I said, we straight up hit 6 consecutive spells, and our opponent did not have a shortage of spells that game at all. But he did get to use Oracle of Dust for value at least a couple times, and I feel like he had Anticipate, so I guess he did find some... He found ways to use Oracle of Dust for value. It was still a super, super close match. I'm glad we could make it to the finals. We'll see you then.